seen, I don't like to talk of this stuff. I don't like to talk about this particular site. So guys, hello guys, good morning, welcome back again to my channel. It's your baby girl Jenny. Welcome back again to my channel. I'm just trying to set this camera well. And so in this video, I'm going to be unboxing this stuff that I just received today. It's speaker though, so I'm having one speaker before, but that one I'll just connect it to my phone. So I am going to be trying this one too, to know the sound, you know, to know the beat of it, you know. So guys, today's video is going to be a little bit sad video, you know, because it's a story time video, you know, because I just want to share with you guys on how I grew up and all of that. So all of that and what the experience I have had in life. So that's the story that I'm going to say today. But hopefully, I don't know, I don't want this video to be too long. I just want this video to be short, you know. So this is the microphone. This is the microphone. So this is the box. I love it so much. It's chargeable, you know. So you can just put them inside here, then you will charge it. But I have to charge it before using. So this is it, and then two people can use it. So I think this one is for one person. Sorry, this one is for one person, while the other person will take this one. Or if you are using it alone, you just use this one. When this one low, then you have to change to this. So this is the one that will connect to your phones, you know. So first thing that I'm going to do now, I am going to charge it first. So I have to charge it before using. I don't think they charge this one, I don't know. So I don't even know how I remove the stuff, you know. I think it's going to be like this. Like this. And this, they don't charge this one. Okay, they also charge this one too. Can you see the charging port? So you can also still charge this one. I think you charge it normal way, you know. Because check inside. See inside, there is nothing to plug inside. So I think I will just plug it like this. So this is I think this one is the charger, you know. I'm having a lot of this type of a charger, you know. Yeah, my phone can easily still charge it because I have a phone that can charge this type of stuff, you know. So this is how it came. So I have to keep everything in case it don't work, so I have to send it back to them. So that's why I'm keeping all those Gogoni cartons, you know. So I'm going to test it now, so hold on. So I'm going to plug it now. So this is it. I'm going to plug it. Yes guys, so I am done plugging the earphones. So let's go back to what I was saying, what I was talking about before. So yes guys, so I don't know where to start because the story is so long, you know. So yeah, when I was growing up, I see her, you know. So I see her. Kudos to those mother, you know, that those single mother are there. Not all single mother though, because some single mother they just become a single mother due to the man habits, due to the man character, you know, attitude, you know. Why some in this Europe, some of them in this Europe, they just want to become single mother because of the government benefit, you know. Why some of them they become single mother because of the man attitude. Maybe when you can't be in a marriage, that is not working. You can't be in a marriage while you will be the one doing everything. You can't be in a marriage while the man that you have children for will not be supporting you, you know. So that kind of marriage is not going to last, you know. So at least when you are okay in your marriage, I don't think anyone is going to become a single mother. I'm not thinking about those ones that just decide on their own to become single mother, you know. So guys, let's go straight to the video, you know. So yeah, my mom is a single mother. When we were growing up, my mom is a single mother. I grew up to meet my mom as a single mother. That's why sometimes I talk about single mother. Sometimes I also support them because I want to be saying everything in this channel, you know. So it's just story, you know. It's life experience. It's what I have experienced in life. That's what I am going to come here to talk about because I have seen a lot, you know. I have seen a lot, you know. As you are seeing me here today, you think all is well. This guy is okay. No, I have passed a lot of stress before. I have passed so many challenges in life, you know. So today I am here to share the story, you know. So this story, when I start the story in this video, so I don't think this video will finish today. So let's just break it down so that another day I'll still come and talk the rest, you know. Yeah. So guys, welcome back. I'm going to start from my from my my family, because I don't know, because when I want to talk about this thing, I always feel so sad, I always feel sad. I'm going to be losing this hair today because next week school is going to start, I feel so sad, Where will I even start from? I don't even know where to start from. Okay, let me start from this side. Yes, guys, when I was growing up, I grew up with my mom alone, my mom and my siblings, So, not that I lost my dad though. My dad was still alive then, but now I have lost him. He's no more, he's in heaven. So then my dad was still alive when we were growing up. I think then I would be like 6, because I did not grow up meet my mommy and my daddy are living together. Only one experience I had when they were living together is the thing when the thing wants to flash, when I want to get the memory, it's like you flash like this, because the experience I had then, my dad would be beating my mom, boom, 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 boom. My dad will be beating my mom like this, and when my dad is beating my mom, all of us will be crying, When we drag my mom, we drag my mommy wrapper like this, we'll be dragging my mommy wrapper, then my dad will still be beating her, My dad will push all of us away, all of us will start crying. We started crying before neighbors will come, That's the only experience I had with them before my mother family now came and take away my mother's things, pack everything to go to their father's house. So that's where we are living. We are in the village. We are living where we are okay, but as times go on, so everything became rough. Everything became rough. We were suffering, So my dad was still in the village then. So my dad was not even supporting, He was not supporting. That he caught my mother cheating on him. My mother did not cheat on him. My dad is just that type of a man, a jealous type, So some men, when you know that you are that type of a jealous lover, my guy, you have to reduce it because you don't have to be suspecting your women. You don't have to be suspecting your women often. Even when it reached to the extent that when my mom is talking to a lady, my dad will say, hey, why are you talking to her? My dad don't want my mommy to make friends. My dad don't want my mommy to be talking to people. Be who you are. Even you do it to me too. I don't talk to men when I'm God. So you don't want my mommy to make friends. You don't want my mommy to talk to a lady like her. You don't want my mommy to talk to them. You just want my mommy to be being alone, So when my mommy do that, okay, means that my mommy is a nice person. You don't cheat, you don't do anything. My mommy, because where they came from, when you marry, when they pay your bride price, because my mommy married, he did a court wedding, she did a court wedding, she also did a church wedding, she do tradition, all the 3 stuff complete in their marriage. I don't know why my daddy always. And also where they came from, when a woman cheats, their spirit will just kill the person, or 1 or 2 things will happen to them. So they don't cheat when you are married, where they came from. So then we were still little. We were still little child now. We were still little. Now my sister was grown. My elder brother was still grown, So me too, I was the last born then. I was last born. I'm still last born now. So then my mother was living like that. So then we fought. Before my father would be passing back here to come. He'll pass back here to come and meet my mother. So I used to sit there that time while we laughing. So after the enough beating that my daddy would give to my mother, then after like 1 week, my daddy don't see my mother. He will pass backyard. That's tiny road. You pass there. You come to our backyard now in the village. You come to that backyard. You be say. He'll be calling my mother. Then my mother will hear him. When my mother hears, sometimes we don't want to even answer him. We don't want to open the door for him. Then when we hear him, sometimes we not answer him. My mother will hear. My mother will come and answer. So he will say, hey, you don't do. We have to rest. Don't be angry. Is this? Is that? Because my father was a soldier. A soldier is also a farmer. Then he was ex-soldier. So now. They will say it's the injection they are giving them, that's why it's reacting like that, So my mother will say, okay, they will forgive. My mother will forgive me. We come into the house, our room. We come into our house again. We'll sit there laughing, playing. We'll say, okay, we will not talk in their matter again. So wherever they're having issue, we don't talk on it. Only what we'll do, we'll just be crying. And mostly me, I'll just be crying, screaming, because I don't want someone to beat my mother. As soon as my mother's sister, brothers, they saw my daddy, hey, they'll carry, because they are male, they'll carry cutlass, they'll carry 2x2 wood. Everyone will be pursuing my daddy will run. In the evening, in the night, once my daddy noticed the boys are not in the house, he will dodge again, pew pew pew, like green snake, he will come again. That's how they live their life, Pack and go, come. Pack and go, come. Not small beating, what my mom say, my father's house. I don't even supposed to be a last born. Wherever my mommy is pregnant, my dad will beat my mommy like this. Those soldier, He will beat my mommy with that soldier shoe, beat my mommy. He will mash my mommy's stomach, mash it, mash my mommy's stomach. That baby will go out. Instantly, my mother will start bleeding. She will miscarry. It's only God that keep my mother alive. More than 3-4 times that my daddy did that kind of a thing, you know. Before you know, they'll rush my mommy to hospital. After everything, like 1 week, 2 weeks, they'll discharge my mommy. My mommy will come home again. The brother will swear they'll do everything. If I catch your husband here, they'll cut his leg, they'll do this, they'll do that. I say after the rake again, before you know, my daddy will sneak, come again, they'll settle. Before you know, Bele, another thing will happen again. That's how they live their life. Later, and the brother get tired, they say they'll not talk on it again. They know how they'll settle. They have to settle themselves. That's how my uncle refused to talk on it. So we are inside like that. Today, my father will beat my mother. Tomorrow, they'll settle. Next tomorrow, they'll beat. The life was like that. My mommy starts selling things in the village. Before you know, my daddy will come, he will beat her, he will throw away everything she's selling, he will throw it away, he will mash everything will get waste, you know. So sometimes we'll be hungry, we'll not eat. So that one passed. So after the suffering, also all of them were suffering in the village, you know. So later, my mom now left back to the city. So I was small. He left us for my elder sister, so we were like that. My dad was still in the village with us. My dad was still having a bit of money then, you know. Was having a little. It was still okay, you know what I'm trying to say. So we'll be hungry like this. We'll go. I have 2 grandmothers then. The one for my father was still alive. The one for my mother was that is my grandmother for my mother was alive. My grandmother for my father was alive. They live in the same village. We were suffering. Do you know what is suffering? We were suffering. Sometimes to even get food to eat is a big challenge for us. That's why today I don't play with my elder sister. I took her like my mother because I have seen. I don't like to talk of this stuff. I don't like to talk about this particular side. So guys, I don't think I will talk about this stuff. This side finish, you know. Or I should just say it. Let me just say it. Then we were living. Then my 2 grandmothers was still alive. They live in the same village, and my father also lived in the same village with us. So we were suffering. A lot of people know us in that village. Then we were suffering. There's sometimes we don't even have food to eat for a day. Because my sister, there's nothing my sister can do, you know. A child that they brought from the city to the village, you know. So my sister don't know what to do. She's also young then. So we are with my sisters. That's why when someone talk to my sister, and I get so upset, you know. So we were in the village with my sister. So there are sometimes we not get food to eat. Sometimes we have to go and do job, work for people for we to get food to eat. And then things were not okay with my mother too. So things were not okay with my mother. Then later we started hearing from my mother also. And we were not hearing from my mother then. We don't know that my mother was selling yam. So they pick up the load for yam in North. So they pick up the load there. So they say 1 or 2 things happened to the pickup. So a lot of stress were coming in different angles, in different areas. So we were just suffering. So after then, later we now sometimes I will go because my sister go to my dad to ask for help. My dad will not answer my sister. My dad is just type of a person. When he's fighting with his wife, he's also fighting with the children. That's just it. So if you are a man who fights with your wives, please don't be fighting with your children, because you don't know which of your children that is going to lift you tomorrow. You don't know which of your children that you are going to be benefiting from tomorrow. Because don't take children eye to look them from today, because you don't know how their future is going to be. You know, that's just it. So then we were hustling, struggling in the village. So later my sister started doing the business my mother was doing, because my mother was selling for food there. Akpu, we make akpu, we sell a lot of akpu, guys. So we sow cassava, we do different ones. Then my sister started doing it, then I'll go and hawk, I'll go sell. Because when my mother was still with us, that's how we were doing it. Also, I'll go and sell in the evening, I'll go and hawk. Like me, you are seeing, I have hawk in my hair, I have sell akpu, I have hawk, even I have cook rice too to sell. I sell momo, I sell different types of things when I was growing up, just to get money. My grandmother was still living in the village. The other of my grandmother from my mother's side were living very close to us. This woman will not even give us food. This woman will not even ask us if we will eat, if we cook. There's one of our grandchild that was living with her then. That one will be saying, you have a very strong heart. You are not good. Your children are hungry. You don't even care to give them food. Because my mother also have a stepmother. Then that stepmother will be fighting with her co-wife, which is my grandmother. That's my step grandmother from my mother's side will be fighting with my mother, you'll be fighting with her. And you are not good. Why you cook? You don't want to give your children. You know, that kind of thing. And we are suffering. Things are not okay. Do you know who will give us food? My step grandmother. For my mother's side, will not call us. He will give us food. He will give us what we want. That woman, may her perfect soul rest in peace. That woman was a nice person. She helped us a lot, you know. Then, after then, I said, okay. Then, we were still living like that. We will go and meet my father. My father will carry young girl. When you see the girl, he will even look younger than my sister. My elder sister then. Like my elder sister. One day I call him, I say, are you my father? He said, yes. Are you sure you are my father? He said, yes. He gave birth to me. And for his mind, he loved me so much. Because my father have a special name that is calling me. He loved me a lot. But for me, that is not love. You leave your child, your last born, for suffering. You just leave her to be suffering. You know, I see hell. I pass through hell. We all. So, my elder sister tried her best. My mother tried her best. So from there we were like that. There is not any of my father brother that helps us. No one. It's only one of my uncle. My mother said that when they gave birth to me, he normally brings a carton of milk to her. So that one self is dead. If not, it's that one that we used to represent my father. Nah, but he's dead. So we were suffering, you know. So sometimes there is one thing that I did one day that we never forget. One day, you know, when you promise a child a Christmas dress, when you don't fulfill that thing, I don't even think God will forgive you, and that child will be sad throughout the Christmas and New Year. So how do you think that God will forgive you for that? So then my dad now promised me Christmas dress, you know. So I was waiting for this Christmas dress. Then I was living with my daddy mother. Hey God, let me first say this first. I will still say how I moved to my grandmother. I don't think that one is going to be in this video. So then, my daddy now promised me Christmas dress. So I was so happy. All my hope was in that Christmas dress, you know. I was calculating, before you know, December came. First, second, third, fourth, bang, 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 bang. Before you know, it's 20. Hey! Then, before 20, you have to buy Christmas dress to keep. Then when I was growing up, because that big frayed gown, if you don't wear that princess gown, that means, hey, you never belong. Then I put all my hope to get that dress. That I don't know if you guys can remember that dress that has cap. It has a very big thread, and it's a straight dress. It has a cap, bag. It has one small bag. I was hoping to get that dress then. I still get it too, because me, I'm a stubborn child. So then I was calculating 20 reach. I go meet my daddy. I say, you promised me this Christmas dress. So it's 20 today. Did you calculate the time at all? He said he calculates. I said, okay, no problem. Then before you know, I get 21. I go meet him again. He said, don't worry, I'll buy it for you. And then my father was having girlfriend though, that is spent for. This one that he cash again, I think he have 3 children. My father bought Christmas dress for the 3 children. He buy their shoe. He bought everything they want to celebrate Christmas with. But we did not get nothing. So, God, I have seen a lot. God. Okay. So, he promised me the Christmas dress. So, I go to his house. On reaching there, I met that he's having new girlfriend. I knock. That was the last day of the, you know, in the village, they have, can't remember, the market, they have each days for market days. So, today might be market day till next week. You know, and this days was the last day of the market, you know, because after that day the market will not host again till after Christmas. I said, God, I will not wear Christmas dress. I go to my daddy, I knock. My daddy knows that it's me, because I'm the only child who worries him a lot. I was knocking. My dad refused to open door for me. You know what I did? Where God catch him and that girl, that lady, then they were having, you know, that padlock, that padlock now, that padlock that you will jam like this, that padlock. They left it in their domot, in their door, not entrance, that is the room door. I said, okay, this is where God catch them today. Then I take this padlock, I lock it. After locking it, I throw the key away, because I know already, because it's afternoon, I know that there is no hope for me to get that Christmas dress again. I lock it. I say, okay, you people don't want to open door. I'm stubborn. I say, if people don't want to open door, then you people sleep there today. I padlock the inside. Then I call him, daddy, I'll padlock you and your wife, so you people sleep there, eat there till Christmas day. I'll come and open the door. My dad react. That's why, since he pretend that he was not inside this house, that's why he now shout. He know I can do it. So he was shouting, hey, if I catch you, I'll kill you. I said, you cannot kill me. Then, because my dad always used gun to pursue me when I was growing up, I worry him. So, when I padlock him, I was crying. I was, you know that kind of thing. I did cry, they go, you know. So I go, then the mother, I was living with my grandmother, the one that gave birth to my father then. Then I was crying, you know, my grandmother gave me kerosene to carry go out. I was crying, I reached her, so I now met my step uncle. Because that place where my grandmother go marry again, there are 3 wives. So I met my uncle, my step uncle. My step uncle now asked me, what happened? Jenny, why are you crying? I told him. He said, no, your daddy did not do well. Because they know I have done the worst. My daddy is going to come with action, you know. Instantly, as soon as I just draw that kerosene, then they quickly go and hide me. Then they tell my grandmother say, oh, you're gonna hide them, Then they not hide me, you know. They hide me in another place. So after they hide me, then before you know, my father was marching. You know how soldier work now. He was marching, coming. I don't even know who opened door for them. I don't know who opened that door because I told the neighbors that they should not open that door. I don't know where they go and open the door. They go break that kokoro, that padlock. So my daddy came with cutlass. So big. Hey, where is that guy? Because he has special name. He has special name which he's calling me. So we shall not call the name because I don't like that name. It was, where is it? Where is her? Where is her? Then they hide me. I was hearing his voice. He was parading. Like I said, they are doing army parade. Then after he parade finished, then no one, because when he's angry, no one will talk to him. After he parade finished, then he now go because his mother was not around. His only step brother. Then he now go. After he go, so my grandmother now came. It's like, no, my grandmother now told them to call me to come to the market. Then I now go back to the market to meet my grandmother. I was so upset. I was so angry. You know that kind of thing now. So I will not wear Christmas dress. I will not wear Christmas dress. This house will not contain anybody. This house will not contain. I remember this thing and I laugh. So my grandmother now said, okay, let's go and buy the dress. Leave your father out of this. So that was when my grandmother now, he now stood up from his shade because my grandmother is a wedding woman, you know, sell a lot of colors in basket and different stuff. So my grandmother now said, okay, let's go to where they are selling the dress, you know, because one of my mother friend were selling those dresses then. So we now went for different shops. So I now picked the one I want. Then it was 5,000 naira. Yes, it was 5,000 naira. Then I picked the dress. I can't remember. I think either 3,500 or 2,500 the dress, or 5. I can't remember. So I picked the dress. It's expensive because me, I go for what I want. I don't go for what you want to buy for me. Or I go for what my heart desire because I deserve it. I suffered a lot. Though I go for that 3,500 or 2,500 or that 5,000. Then I can't remember. I went for that. Then I pick it. Then my grandmother now paid. He now paid, then he go and bought me shoe too. Hey, I was so excited throughout that week. Any message my grandmother sent me, the way I would go, papa, because me, no message they sent me when I was growing up, I would go and do it, you know. I was so excited because my mother wanted to send something for us. The person, my mother gives something, everything, rice, yam, everything, beans, clothes, money. The person say, I'm a robber, attacking on his way coming. They attacking, they took away everything. So he came with nothing, so we cannot fight him. We don't even know whether army robber attacking. We just living for God, you know. So that's it. My grandmother now bought me this thing. He now bought it. Now bought for me, buy for me. I was so excited. On Christmas Day, I go and visit my papa with his girlfriend. So on Christmas Day, I put on the dress. I go and meet them. I greet them. They didn't even how much they give me. I think they give me 20. I was so upset. I was so angry, you know. So that's how the story goes. So the woman said, you are so stubborn. I said, you come and snatch my father, Abi, because you don't want my father to take care of us. That's why you don't advise him to be giving us money, to be taking care of us. Then the lady said, hey, go, you are too stubborn. You are too... Hey, so some women, they are wicked or they are heartless. That's it. And also, I forget to say this one. So I will not say everything on this video. You'll see it in another video, so subscribe. When my grandmother called me to come to the market, I was walking about. That's when I met this my father's girlfriend. When I see her, she was buying things, you know, buying for her children. We wanted to pay for one like this. I go and call my sister and my cousin. And my cousin to stop. Then I go call them, they came. When the woman wanted to pay, he wanted to pay for the dress he bought for her children, you know. As soon as he want to pay, that's how my sister and And my cousin now grabbed the money for her hand. Then we ran away. Yeah, I'll go and tell your daddy. I'll go and tell your daddy. If we even buy chicken, we seize the chicken. The money, my sister now take the money. Then my sister now go and buy food in the house. So that's the one they see. That's the money they take buy that food for that Christmas. You know, if not, they will not eat. If I not eat, oh, so that's it. My father still come with trouble. We pursue him. All of us we pursue my father with my cousin. So that's it. Oh God, I am so nervous right now because I feel so sad when I'm talking of this stuff. Don't see me laughing, you smiling. You think this how I talk, you know? So that's going to be the end of today's video. Please subscribe for you guys to see more, you know. So thank you for watching, and do not forget to like this video, subscribe, you know. Please help your get to share. Bye. Kiss kiss. So I'm going to check that charger if it's working. Well, it's working. So you guys will see the sound, you hear the sound in my next video. Bye. Stay safe.